Look, motherhood is beautiful, but let's be real. It's also overwhelming. One second, you are soaking in the joy of your child's laughter, and in the next, you are overstimulated, you're exhausted, and honestly, you're on the verge of screaming and snapping. But it's not just you. Your nervous system is running on overdrive. It is dysregulated. It's constantly scanning for threats, even if the threat is just spilled milk or your toddler running into mud or getting crayons all over the wall or screaming your name for the hundredth time. But here's a secret. You can reset your nervous system in just minutes. In this episode today, we are diving into 7 science backed techniques to help you regulate your nervous system as a busy mama so that you can stay calm and present and actually enjoy motherhood. Because we should find joy amidst the chaos. And trust me, once you start using these, I promise you, your entire energy will shift. Your kids will feel it. Your home feels it. Your husband will feel it. You will feel it. So let's get into it. Why are we constantly dysregulated? Do you ever feel like your brain is stuck in fight or flight mode? Okay, here's the thing. That's probably because it actually is. Your nervous system is designed to keep you safe. But if you've had traumas, and we've all had traumas, we've all been exposed to chronically exhausted, touched out, juggling a million things at once, and then we get stuck in survival mode instead of relaxing. And when the chaos settles, you actually stay in hyper overdrive, hyper alert, waiting for those next meltdowns, the mess, or sleepless nights. So, what are some of the signs that you're dysregulated? Even if you're not a mama, you snap easily over small things, you constantly feel on edge. It's like you can't fully relax. Your heart races, your body tenses over the smallest little bumps, and your mind won't shut off even when you finally get that time to yourself. But here's the good news. All you need is just the right tools to feel safe in your body again and to train your body what it's like to feel safe in yourself. Number 1, we can try breath work. Now, this is 4, 7, 8, and then you reset. When your kids are pushing all your buttons, your breath becomes really shallow, right? We breathe into our chest. And that signals your brain that you're in danger. You're not getting a lot of oxygen. So to instantly shift out of stress mode, try a 4, 7, 8 breath. Inhale for 4 seconds. So inhale. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, check in with yourself. How do you feel? Now let's repeat that. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 7. Relax for 8. And what this is doing is it's activating your parasympathetic nervous system. When we go longer on the exhale, we are actually signaling our brain to activate our rest and digest, meaning that we can push out the air. If any of you have seen my videos of helping your kids regulate, this is actually for you to regulate. This signals to your brain, we're safe. We can relax. Now, just a few rounds of this, all you need is 5 rounds. We can all do 5 rounds. And you'll actually feel the stress. You'll feel your body soften. Number 2, literally shake off the stress. Shake, 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 shake. Ever notice how animals shake after a stressful moment? That's because shaking releases built up cortisol and releases the nervous system. And we are shaking when we're jumping on a rebounder, when we're jumping up and down. When you feel overwhelmed, stand up and do a full body shake. That's right. Put on those Shakira tunes, shake your hips, shake your hands, stomp your feet, wiggle your arms like your toddler throwing a tantrum. And if you've read my book, That Suck Now What, we go into this practice. It might feel silly, but you'll instantly feel lighter. And in fact, I would encourage you to set your timer for 3 minutes and shake as much as you can. Not only are you going to help with your lymphatic drainage, you don't need somebody to do that at your home, but it will get the energy flowing. It'll get your blood flowing. It'll get the circulation going. And honestly, right now, if you've been shaking with me, I can actually feel the vibration. Like I can feel what's happening. I can feel the buzzing. I can feel the qi, which is in Chinese medicine, the energy between your hands. That's the energy that's flowing. Oftentimes, we don't do this enough to actually sense what's going on in your body. Number 3, one of the most underrated tools for regulating your nervous system now isn't in your supplement drawer, although I love supplements. And it's not in your meditation app, although I love a good meditation. It's honestly in your shower. So hear me out. When we are overstimulated, your kids are screaming, deadlines are looming, dishes are piling up, our nervous system spikes into fight or flight mode. We go into overdrive. We go into, oh my gosh, I have to save that. You know that you're wired but tired feeling? That's your sympathetic, that's your cortisol spiking up. Your sympathetic nervous system is hijacking your calm. And what most mamas don't realize is temperature shifts can actually restore balance. Okay? So your resolution, go ahead and take a warm, hot shower. Sit in the sauna and or jump in a cold bath. Now, here's the thing. Cold exposure activates your diving reflex. It triggers our parasympathetic nervous system and your body's rest and digest mode. Now, for those of you who follow your cycle, it may not be the best to do cold plunge, but here's how you could use it. You can splash cold water on your face or the back of your neck, especially if you are feeling angry or frustrated or stressed out or sad. You can actually hold an ice pack to your chest, especially helpful during a panic or if you're feeling like nothing is going your way. Another thing that you can do is submerge yourself into a ice facial. 30 seconds, okay, or turning it on cold for 30 seconds in the shower. Research shows that just 30 seconds of cold exposure daily can increase your vagus nerve tone. And now your vagus nerve, the nerve that runs all the way from your head to your toes, it improves mood, it reduces inflammation, and it helps regulate your nervous system. It calms your body. So yes, cold exposure can help. Now it depends on what day of the cycle you are at. Now let's talk about warmth on the other hand. Now, us women, we love warmth. And think of weighted blankets, warm baths, cozy socks. This is so great because it activates our pressure and temperature receptors that downregulate the stress response, which is why putting on a hot towel over your tummy when you're on your period really helps calm and soothe. And you can actually try this. And this is one of the hacks that I love every night before I go to bed. Soak your feet in water with warm Epsom salts. It is delicious. It's amazing. For 20 minutes, you can actually feel your nervous system just calming down. Why? Because Epsom salts have magnesium, and magnesium is the most deficient nutrient in our body. It's not in any of our foods anymore unless you're eating chocolate or hot cocoa, which, you know, I love a good chocolate bar, but we want to make sure we're getting enough magnesium. And magnesium is one of those supplements that can come in all different forms, whether it's threonate, glycinate, citrate, and all kinds of magnesiums really help either with our brain function or relaxing our muscles. And I love Epsom salt. It's also great for detoxification and opening up your detox pathways. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that when we are exposed to the toxins, when we are exposed to things in our environment, sitting with Epsom salt at the end of the day, it's literally draining all of that energy out of your system, and it's replenishing you with magnesium, which helps you sleep more, it helps you relax, and it's just overall such a great ritual to do at the end of the day after a long day with your kids. All right. Number 4, and this is my favorite because I've been doing this recently with a voice coach the last 3 months. Singing to calm anxiety or even humming. Humming and singing and even gargling activates your vagus nerve. Ever sang in the shower? Your vagus nerve is your body's built-in stress regulator. Okay, So you can try this. Get your favorite playlist, your 90s R&B. I know I loved a little Boys to Men or NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, but take your deep breaths and start humming and singing from your womb. Fun fact, if you are not a singer, and I am not, but I speak for a living, if we are breathing from your diaphragm, so when you take a belly breath, and go ahead and take one with me, and just let out, you can start noticing that humming sound, and that vibration of sound helps regulate your nervous system. We can do it again. And it sounds so beautiful. Why? Because we are helping, and the sound has to come from your lower belly. So if it's coming from your chest, like your actual voice, not going to do a body good. But if we are actually breathing in our belly and letting out a powerful sound, or if you're just tuning into your Boys to Men, End of the Road, my favorite, I know, it will help regulate your nervous system. Definitely comment below on what songs are your go-to songs for singing and how do you feel afterwards. Number 5. Okay, rocking to reset your body or dancing, moving. Now, there's a reason why babies stop crying when we are rocking them. Any sort of rhythmic movement tells your brain it's really safe to relax. Try swaying from side to side. Try hugging yourself and rocking in a chair. Even the gentle bouncing, like if you go on a swing with your kids and you're sitting on the swing, it can help regulate your nervous system. So go on the swing at the playground. If you're feeling overstimulated, stand up and sway and shake your hips while focusing on your breathing. Your nervous system will thank you. And honestly, I have a playlist of dance music that I love to put on, especially when I'm dysregulated. You will just enjoy it and feel so much better. And thankfully, Spotify has so many playlists. So choose and take your pick. All right, number 6, the magic of touch, even if you are touched out. Now, when we are touching our body or ourselves, touch, cuddles, hugs, releases oxytocin. This is the cuddle hormone. It lowers stress. If you are touched out with your babies, I get it. Start small. Press your hands against your heart and put your hands against your heart and give yourself a firm hug. Use a weighted blanket. I've loved my weighted blankets. And literally, I've gotten my kids to use their weighted blankets. They are incredible for grounding yourself. And if you can, go ahead and show some love to your partner, to your besties. But when you have a 30-second hug, it can instantly lower your cortisol levels and get you out of that fight and flight mode. Number 7, get outside and walk barefoot. This is incredible. And this is nature's nervous system reset. If we step outside, even in between calls for 2 minutes, it lowers stress. If you can walk around your block barefoot, especially on grass or sand, this is huge. Earthing, dirt, grass, it helps reduce inflammation and helps reset your nervous system. If you're stuck inside, open a window, have plants around, put plants in your shower or in your bathroom, and take a deep breath of fresh air. Hopefully that has air that's air purified. But you definitely want to make sure that you are taking care of your full system. And these are some of the ways that you can actually allow yourself to reground, recalibrate when life is just hitting you a little bit harder, when the day just feels like it's getting ahead of you and you haven't been able to do anything on your own. One of the other things that I actually love, and this is bonus, so this is number 8, is tapping. Tapping supports your meridians that in Chinese medicine, we have meridians all over our bodies, and it helps channel the energy in our body. So we have 7 different meridians in our face and in our body. And I like to tap from the top of my head, top of my crown, and then top of my eyebrows on the side. And I can say an affirmation like, even though I'm feeling stressed, I'm choosing calm. Even though I'm feeling stressed, I am choosing love. Even though I'm feeling stressed, I'm choosing myself. And I do this when I'm in the car, if I'm driving, if I am in need of a nervous system reset, and it is so underrated. And guess what? This is all free. It is all free. We just have to remember to schedule it and do it. So, loves, motherhood is nonstop. But when you learn to regulate your nervous system, honestly, everything else just falls into place. You feel more filled, you feel more calm, you feel more present. You can be more present with those that you love, especially the little ones. And here's the thing, your environment might actually be keeping you stuck, right? The clutter, the overstimulation, the noise, when you open up the apps, it's all affecting your stress levels more than we actually realize. So, if any of this has resonated with you, I would love to know in the comments below. Click here to watch the next video, and I will see you soon.